Another somewhat confusing day for the Federal Reserve when it comes to economic data. It is Tuesday, September the 16th, and this is Markets with Megan. If you like this podcast, please subscribe. You can hit that alarm bell or share with friends, family, or colleagues. But we're here today to break down the economic data we got this morning, and it was on the August reading for retail sales. Surprisingly, with the weakness we've seen in consumer confidence and all of the struggles with inflation, consumers continue to spend. And you've seen that in the headline retail sales number, which rose 0.6% compared to the expectation of only 0.2%. The control group, which is what we like to look at, which excludes a lot of those volatile items like food, energy, building materials, this rose 0.7% when it was only expected to rise 0.4%. So retail sales were much stronger than anticipated. Where this gets a little concerning for the Fed is when you look at the same data that we got, or the data we got for August for import prices. So this is where tariffs may be showing up. Import prices rose 0.3%. The expectation was for them to actually decline. And why this is concerning with retail sales is because retail sales is not an inflation-adjusted number. So it's very difficult for us to decipher whether or not that big beat on the retail sales number was due to consumers actually spending more because all of a sudden they're more confident about the economy, or the fact that the price of the items they're buying is higher. We lean towards the latter because we think that this is showing us that inflation pressures are not behind us. That's because when you look at the categories where we saw the biggest rises for the month of August, it was in those things that are subject to tariffs. So clothing, non-store retailers, this is internet shopping. But again, internet shopping, these are also some of the import-related items. They rose 2% on a month-over-month basis. When you look over the past year, you're looking at internet sales rising 8.2% on a year-over-year basis. You're looking at clothing up almost 8% on a year-over-year basis. So these are things that may be subject to the tariffs, which might be impacting that headline retail sales number. So it's again going to be confusing for the Fed when they meet today. They're meeting today and they'll deliver their results of the meeting tomorrow. We still think they'll come in tomorrow on Wednesday the 18th with a rate cut. We don't think it's going to be 50 basis points, probably 25. And we really hope that they address the concern that they have about inflation and that it is still a very volatile piece of economic data that they can't really forecast at this time, and that will keep them going meeting to meeting to consider what the future pace and magnitude of rate cuts will be. That's all we have today. Again, we'll be back tomorrow with some more economic data and that much anticipated Fed meeting. Thank you. And if you want a history of our podcast, you can go to marketswithmegan.fm.